podcast is part of the Sports Social Podcast Network.
Mark, if we beat you on Thursday, I absolutely love it, in the words of Kevin Keegan.
Allocated, Tommy Lee lifted up towards the edge of the area. Byrne tries to get underneath it. Lashley will hit it. Deflected. It's in! And that's the moment! Unbelievable! That's the moment! Unbelievable! In the dying seconds, Bradford City have found the goal that sends them automatically into League One.
Right, it's 6 o'clock, and it is 1st of October 2025, and we are live on all social platforms apart from TikTok. I need to sort that out myself now. I completely forgot about that. But in today's podcast, we'll be talking about the post-match Blackpool game, pre-match Rotherham game, the latest news from clubs, if people want to come and join. Also, weather forecast. Also, what's on your plate if you want to chat about, rent about. This is starting off really good, isn't it, today? But chat about, or vent about anything, feel free to come and join. So, Haru, starting off with you, what was your thoughts on the Blackpool game?
Right, so for me, it was a really solid win for Bradford. The first half, it wasn't really great, it was a bit scrappy, neither side really created much. And Blackpool just sat deep and really made it difficult for us to play the first half. But then, after half-time, Nerfield pops up and then he scored. At the moment, he's absolutely flying at the moment. 3 games in a row that he scored now. Incredible. And you could just see how confident he is. The goal changed everything from the Bradford fans. You could see the celebrations. From there, I thought we managed the game well. The defence was solid. McIntyre taught it all of them, and the clean sheet says a lot. We didn't really give Blackpool much to work with. And to be fair, Blackpool did have their spells. They knocked the ball about Ed all right at times, and they tried to push us back. But the truth is, they didn't really look like they were going to score. They just lacked that little bit of quality in the final third, that cutting edge you need to get something out of a game like this. So overall, I'd really say Bradford did deserve it. We found the breakthrough. We defended it properly, and it was exactly the kind of gritty, hard-earned win that you really need. Over a long season, Blackpool will feel frustrated, but for us, it was another good step forward, and we still remain top of the league.
And Lee?
I've got to slightly disagree with Arun there, but I'm going to be a bit harsher on Blackpool. I thought they were terrible. They didn't look like... It looked to me like Bradford's defence was so solid. They were allowing Blackpool to play in front of them and not getting behind. Yeah, they had a couple of efforts, but that's about all they had all game. I thought we were solid through middle. We were solid up top. Few off games for those up front because they weren't sort of getting their shots off. I just thought it was a solid win for Bradford, a solid performance. I can't wait for tomorrow now. End of.
So my thoughts on the game, I thought Blackpool did give us a little bit of a game. They defended well, Blackpool. Then Noville basically just did really well, went down the wing and scored the goal there. So have you two got anything else you want to talk about the Blackpool game before we move on?
Just know that Steve Bruce will most likely get the sack soon.
I just want to say well done to all the fans. Another 20,000 watching. Keep it going. Keep getting behind them. And the lads are going absolutely top notch. It was a tough game against Newcastle. So to turn it round and play the way they did against Blackpool, I just think it was a top performance.
Yeah, I can agree with you there, Lee.
Okay. So Harry, you here?
Yep, I'm here.
Right, I'll get to you in a couple of minutes, mate, about your team.
All right.
Let's get rid of the Rotherham game, and then we'll talk about your team. And if anyone else wants to come and join, feel free, head over to Chickens on the Loose podcast over on Twitter/X and come along and talk about your team. So, Rotherham vs Bradford tomorrow live on Sky Sports, live at 8 o'clock from the New York Stadium. The referee is Oliver Yates, and Mr. Yates has had 6 appearances in League One. He's dished out 30 yellow cards, no second yellows, 1 red and 4 penalties. So you can read into that first stat there. League 2, he's had 1 appearance, 4 yellow cards, no second yellows, no reds, no penalties. In the National League, he had 1 appearance, 4 yellow cards, no second yellows, no reds, no penalties. In the EFL Cup, he's had 1 appearance, 5 yellow cards, no second yellows, no reds, 1 penalty. Altogether, he's had 9 appearances, dished out 43 yellow cards, no second yellows, 1 red, and 5 penalties. So now then, going over to, because people love their insights. So, top goal scorer for Bradford is Poynton with 5, and he's had 1 assist and he's played 9 matches. The top goal scorer for Rotherham is Hugil, if I'm pronouncing that correctly, and he's had 2 goals in 9 appearances. And for people who love their stats, this is for you. So the insight, Rotherham have scored 3 goals in their last 5 matches, have lost their last 3 matches. Rotherham United and Bradford have not drawn any of their last 5 matches against each other. Bradford have scored 9 goals in their last 5 matches, averaging 1.8 goals per match, and Bobby Poynton, who is one of our own, is the competition's top goal scorer with 5. So because the Telegraph and Argos has not put theirs out, like their team stuff, so I had to go to sportsmall.co.uk for this. So altogether in all competitions, Rotherham form is lost, won, lost. Bradford in all competitions is won, lost, won, lost, won. Team news. Rotherham are set to make a couple of changes to the side which lost against Mansfield, with Carvin, Kilty likely to be dropped from the XL. The 21-year-old who was subbed off Interville in East Midlands on the weekend replaced 21-year-old attacker Anja Martha. Moving further back into defence, Jack Jules could come back. 3 example of the expense of Scottish 20-year-old Lenny Agbear. Grabbing the 6-goal contribution of the season on the weekend, Bradford Bobby Poynton will be looking to cause Rotherham problems on Thursday. There could be Andy Cook could be in line to replace Will Swan as striker. And like always, I do apologise if I do butcher some names. So the Rotherham United possible starting lineup is Dawson, Hall, Tubes, Batista, Martha, Gore, Powell, James, Spencer, Benson and Hugil. With possible Bradford starting is Walker, Pennington, McIntyre, Torre, Noville, Lee. I think Power is out. I think he's received some 5 yellow cards, so I think he's possibly missing the game on Thursday. With Wright, Sav, Poynton and Cook. Sports Mall thinks Rotherham are going to lose 2-0 against Bradford. So do get your score predictions in there. So, Haru,
Yes, Johnny.
Thoughts on the Rotherham game?
Obviously, I've got a feeling it'll be a very easy game for us, but then again, obviously Rotherham 23rd in League One, obviously Bradford would be in the top of the league. Obviously, if you take it back to last season where we do play like lower league teams that are quite like crap, that are like in the relegation battles, talking about like that, we do lose. Like I want to say like with Gillingham last season, I remember when Gillingham was like right down to near bottom, like I think from mid-table to relegation, somewhere around there, and we were like coming up to like top 3. We all travelled down to Gillingham, and I think we got 1-0 defeat to us. So then again, Rotherham could do that to us. They could win against us tomorrow. We honestly don't know, but I've got a feeling that it should be a fair and easy game for us, and we should win. But then again, you got to look at that side. Could we lose? Because we have this history with Bradford, we all like to do it the hard way. we always seem to lose to these level team sides or draw to them, like how we did to Peterborough earlier on this season, where they scored a late equaliser to draw the game.
And DJ Lee?
Yeah, well, Peterborough were expected to be up at top of the league, weren't they? But they're not there, so I just think it's going to be the change in Bradford's mentality this season compared to last is I don't think these games are going to faze them like they used to. I think we're going to go to Rotherham. I think we're going to muller them. I honestly do. I don't see that we've got out to worry about the bottom of the league, but we're not going to worry about what they're doing. Bradford City players this season are worrying more about what we do and not what they do. And I like that change. It's been a revelation this season. We sat proudly on the top of Division 1. I don't think we're going to let a bottom team come and try and pull the rug out from under us. Having said that, traditionally, you're right, it seems to be a thing, doesn't it? We play against one of the bottom sides and we're like, just leave doors open that we wouldn't normally. We don't play like our normal selves, but I don't think that's going to happen this season. Or at least I'm hoping it's not going to happen this season. I'm hoping we're going to go there and get the full Monty, Bradford City, full on, and take the points away early.
Yeah. I've been on a couple of Rotherham podcasts this week, and it was really good fun. So they are out on YouTube. So the podcasts that you should look out for where I'm on is, when I just find them. I should really sort all this out. This is why this podcast is not award winning. Right. Where are we? Yeah, so the New York Talk podcast I was on. So get yourself listening to that, and also the KP Terrace Talk as well. Get yourself on there and listen to that. So with the Rotherham game, obviously on some podcasts, the Rotherham fans are not really looking forward to this game on the Thursday, due to they're just not being good enough and they feel like they're going to struggle. I think Bradford are going to win this 3-0. Haru, what do you think the score's going to be?
I can agree with that. Do you know what? I'm going to be nice today. I'm going to say a 2-1 win to the Bantams. Let Rotherham score.
DJ Lee?
I think we could be looking at 4 or 5.
Reckon 4 or 5 nil?
Yeah, I do, yeah, maybe. Or maybe 5-1. Might give them a goal somewhere along the line if we take foot off at gas. I don't think we're going to do that. I think we're going to muller them. I seriously do. And I think we're pushing this season to seriously destroy some teams.
Yeah, I can see that happening.
Yeah, so why not against Rotherham?
True.
So have you guys got anything else you want to talk about the Rotherham game?
I think we've covered it all.
Okay, so the weather forecast, what I think everybody's really here for. So the...
They just want to know what you're having for your tea.
We'll get to that. Right, where are we? I'm getting distracted by everything now. So the sunrise at 7:08 and will set at 6:41 p.m. And it's going to start off sunny in Rotherham, hitting a dizzy height of 17 degrees. And that's going to continue until about 6 o'clock. And then typically the day of the game, from 8 o'clock onwards, it's going to absolutely piss it down. So make sure you take your brollies. And also we've had some breaking news come out of the club. I want to say thank you for Haru for this. 11 minutes ago, the Bradford City versus Lincoln game, it looks like it's on the 11th of October, has been postponed. So the Bantams versus Lincoln game on the 11th of October has been postponed due to international call-ups for Lincoln. So that's that breaking news coming through there. Right, Harry. What is going on at your beloved Plymouth?
Yeah, well, for obviously, Haroon knows me. Lee, hello, I am a Plymouth supporter. At the moment,
been down there a few times.
at the moment, I really don't know what to say about the club. Really, I mean, we've had some good games. Obviously, last weekend went to Burton Albion away and won 4-0. Apart from that, we've had, I mean, just from the first 10, 11 weeks of the season, we've had a really bit of an on and off start, to be fair. I mean, we've already had a couple of really good games, beating Luton, beating, obviously Burton Albion, and winning a few other games. But yeah, we've had a really on and off start at the Argyle so far this season. And I'm going to be honest, I'm not really impressed. I mean, we obviously spent 2 seasons in the Championship, got relegated at the end of last season, along with Luton and Cardiff. I knew we weren't going to survive in the Championship. Obviously, having Wayne Rooney as our manager and Miron Muslic, Stephen Schumacher, Ian Forster, 4 managers in the space of 2 seasons. It's making us look a laughing stock, really. So, I'm glad we got relegated to League One, give us a chance to, improve on ourselves before pushing back up to the Championship. Yeah, not the outcome I was expecting so far. Our opening game of the season played Barnsley at home. We lost 3-1, and I was just shocked with the performance of that game, really. And it was there on I knew we were gonna really struggle, having lost a majority of our best players to higher clubs as well. Yeah, it's not really the best of times to be a Plymouth fan, to be honest.
So, Harry, looking on FootMob, obviously you're currently 15th.
Yep.
You've played 10, you've won 4, you've drawn 0, you've lost 16, you've got a goal difference of -3, and you've got 12 points.
Yeah.
You brought in Tolja, if I'm pronouncing that correctly. You brought him for a couple of £1 million from Port Vale.
Yeah.
What's he started for you?
Lawrence Hodge from Port Vale on a 4-year deal. So far, he is a really worthy replacement for Ryan Hardy, who was our former number 9 before we sold him in the summer transfer to Championship side Wrexham. At the moment, he's one of our best upfield players, without a doubt. So glad. I'm going to be honest, having signed a player from Port Vale, I was really concerned, because obviously at the moment, in terms of the league, I'm not sure if Port Vale are doing that well. So having signed Tolaj, I was really, really skeptical at first, but we needed a new number 9. We needed a new starting 11 striker. And when I first saw that we'd signed Tolaj, I was skeptical, but he's proved me wrong so far, 100%.
Okay. So, Haru, Lee, do you want to ask Harry a question, anything about his team or anything?
No, just hope it doesn't snow when we go down there, because last time when I were there in one winter time, going back into the midst of time, I had to...
Well, Lee, we have got them away on the 15th of November.
Yeah, we've got you guys on the 15th of November. I think we're playing you... Are we playing you at home or away?
Is that Plymouth?
Right.
It's away at Plymouth.
Yeah,
just one question though, Harry. Just one question, Harry. With the way your team is going at the moment, do you think you guys have a chance, let's say coming after Christmas, that you could pull it around? and possibly stay up, or do you think at the end of the season you're going down to League Two?
I mean, just from the first 10 games so far, like pre-season, like during the transfer window and obviously pre-season games, everything that I saw on TikTok related to EFL League One, pretty much every video that I saw, everyone had Plymouth either second place, winning the playoffs, or even winning the entire league itself. But with the players we signed during the transfer window, I mean, some of our players already, Bradley Ibrahim, Ona Zeni, Laurent Holaj, Xander Amechi, Brandon Weirdo, like we've made some good players that have already shown that they are worthy enough to play for us. But there are still a few players for me that I'm just really confused as to why they're there. I mean, we signed Luca Ashby-Hammond during the transfer window because Connor Hazard was off injured, and I'm going to be honest, he's probably one of the main reasons as to why we're so low in the league. Like I think we signed him for, I can't remember how long we signed him for or how much. But yeah, I'm glad that Hazard's back from injury, so we can finally have him back, have Ashby Hammond on the bench. But in terms of our performance, I don't think we'll get relegated. But unless we can make some changes between now and the end of the season, mainly in the January transfer after Christmas, it all depends on who we sign and who we sell off, really.
Yeah.
Personally, I think you're looking at playoffs. I had it down for that at very least.
Yeah.
Talaj, pacey, he's got an eye for a goal.
Yeah.
I think you've signed a good player there.
We have, yeah.
Sometimes when you go, they call it an hangover, don't they? You come down from a higher division and you really struggle because the momentum is downward, everybody is down. You've got some good players. I definitely think you'll make playoffs.
I mean, at the moment as well, obviously we survived round one of the EFL Cup with, whoever we had at home. I can't remember who we had, but, second round we got knocked out by Swansea away, which was not the best of times, really. But obviously Virtue Trophy, we're doing really well at the moment, beating Cheltenham, beating Tottenham under 21s. And I believe our next game in that trophy will be Bristol Rovers away, League Two division. But yeah, I mean, again, it's just a case of, like, we need it, like, people blame Thomas Cleverley for everything that's going on at the moment. Personally, I'm not blaming him. What he's doing with the club as a manager, obviously having experience with being a former Watford manager, he knows what he's doing. And I'm glad we signed him because he's a manager that a team like Plymouth really do need.
Haru, you got your hand up?
Yeah, you were saying, Harry, about the EFL Cup first round. That was QPR. You'd be at home, about 3-2 score.
Yeah, well, I mean, I did. I'm going to be honest. I watched the draws for round one. I was happy to see that we were playing at home, and then when we were drawn, I was praying for either a League One clash or a lower division team from League Two. And then when I saw that we were drawn QPR away, I was really sceptical because we faced them last season, and I think we drew both our games home and away with QPR.
Do you mean QPR at home?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, we did beat QPR home. We drew to them away, but yeah, when I first saw that we were drawing QPR for the EFL Cup, I was really worried. Then I saw we were scoring goals. And I was just really happy with the results of that game. And then we get drawn Swansea away. Which wasn't the best draw for us. I'm going to say that now. It wasn't the best draw for us. Because around I'd say for about the first month of the season, we'd only won, I think, one game in the league, if not hadn't won a game. And given our away record from last year, only beating Portsmouth and Preston at North End last season away, like our away, I was really worried, and obviously the game left me disappointed with us being knocked out.
So, Harry, do you want to ask Haru, Lee, or myself anything?
Actually, yeah. I'd say this is more of a collective question. I'd say so. Obviously, Bradford City, top of the league so far. Of course, mind the gap. And congratulations on that as well. But how would you say? Like, if you don't. I'm trying to think of how to phrase this. When it comes when it comes to playing former championship teams like Plymouth and Luton and Cardiff City, like, how does that feel for you, having just come up from League Two at the end of last season and now facing relegated teams from the Championship all in the same division?
I can answer that in a really bullish way. It's normal for us. We are used to beating teams from above. It's the teams that have got nothing that we struggle against. Against a good side, we can put some absolutely sparkling performances. We had a bit of a fail against Newcastle the week, as everybody can remember, but normally, you know, it's not that long ago that we got through to League Cup final.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
We fell at Wembley because Swansea were that good at that time. But I'd play Swansea at Amona. Now, you know, we just do well against good sides.
Yeah.
We just always have.
But then again, would you say there's a team in League One that will probably be a big challenge for you?
Yeah, Doncaster.
Yeah, I was going to say it's going to be Donny.
If it's anybody, it's going to be Doncaster.
Yeah, they're our bogey team, because I think it was last season that they beat us twice, wasn't it, in the league?
They did double on us last year, yeah.
Yeah. And so far this season they've only taken 3 points off us from their ground, so wait till to see when they play us at ours.
Yeah, and of course for us, obviously we've now got a Devon Derby back this season on the 23rd of October, playing like Exeter City away. They're definitely they're going to be a tough team for us. And of course this weekend we have Wigan at home. That's also going to be a tough game as well, I can see. And Cardiff as well. We've already played Cardiff, lost away, and I don't think we'll be able to beat them at home, because at the moment Cardiff City are on really good form in terms of the league.
Even though they lost to Burton last night, didn't they? Lost to Burton last night, didn't they, Cardiff?
Cardiff got beat, yeah. 3 points behind us now.
So, lads.
Another danger for us is going to be Stevenage.
Oh, 100%.
We need to be taking points off these teams. You know, and a win at home, that's going to be ideal for us. But if we can beat them in both, which we're capable of, then, you know, it's happy days. We're at the top.
What about you reckoning with Barnsley though on the 18th at home?
Barnsley's a funny team this season, aren't they? They're just a bit up and down.
I mean, there is one more question that I had for you. Obviously, I know about Haroon's reaction because I was on TikTok Live with him when it happened. Obviously, EFL Cup round 3, you were drawn Champions League team Newcastle away. How did you feel about getting drawn a Champions League team for a League Cup?
Well, I don't need to answer this because I think Harry already knows what my reaction was.
Yeah, I know. I was on TikTok Live with you, mate.
Massive.
I was happy. I've been watching Bradford City since 1959. And we have always given some of our best performances against top teams. I can remember beating Newcastle, with Gascoigne and co. Beardsley, I just think I don't mind. I like playing better teams.
Yeah. I mean, for me, I've been a Plymouth supporter for about 4 years now. About 4 years, because of my granddad, and unfortunately, my granddad passed away earlier this year in March. And he was a lifelong Plymouth fan. Like, he was at pretty much every home game. Got to see us beat Liverpool 1-0 last season in the FA Cup. But yeah, my granddad really is. My granddad was like.
Well, I'm a
yeah.
They dug me up a few seasons ago when they redid pitch. I think, I don't know.
So, lads, it's a bit of a shortish podcast today. So we're just going to dip into the games today, and then obviously chat about anything and finish on what's on your plate. So we've got Millwall, Coventry. So I just need the team who you think's going to win, and I think Coventry's going to win that. Haru?
Oh, Coventry Millwall. I'm going to say Millwall with a 1-0, to be honest.
Harry?
I mean, both Millwall and Coventry were pretty challenging teams for us last season. But at the moment, from what I can see, Coventry, both teams are doing pretty well. But for me, I'm going to say Coventry with 2-0. No, scratch out. I'm going to be nice. I'll say 2-1. 2-1 Coventry.
DJ Lee?
I've got to go for Coventry. They're flying at the minute. I can't see Millwall beating them.
Then we have got Norwich, West Brom. I think West Brom are going to win that 1-0. Haru?
Norwich versus West Brom. Ooh. Do you know what? We'll go for the West Brom 1-0.
Harry?
Yeah, same for me. I'm going to go West Brom 1-0.
DJ Lee?
West Brom.
Then we've got Portsmouth, Watford. I think Watford have been doing shocking recently, so I think Portsmouth are going to win that 2-0. Haru?
Obviously Portsmouth to win that 2-0.
Harry?
I personally don't hate Watford. They are a team in the Championship I respect, but given their results of the season so far, I can't see them winning it. So I'm going to say 1-0 Portsmouth.
DJ Lee?
I'm definitely going to go with Portsmouth.
Then we've got QPR, Oxford, and I think QPR have been doing really well recently. They've brought in the guy from Wickham, I think, Kone. He's doing really well, so I think they're going to win 3-0 QPR.
Just a quick question: is this a league? Is this a Champions League game, or is this
This is Championship?
The Championship games.
Yeah. So this is Championship League, not a cup game.
Yeah, league games.
Okay.
So Haru?
Oh, I'm gonna have to go with QPR 3-0.
Harry?
I'm going to be honest, I haven't really kept up to date with the Championship as much as the last few seasons, but for this, QPR, Oxford, I'm going to say 2-1 QPR.
DJ Lee?
I'm going to go QPR. I aren't giving scores, am I? Oh, well.
Yeah. Right, we've got National League, and we've got now in league action, Altrincham versus Tamworth. I think Tamworth are going to win 2-0. Haru?
Altrincham versus Spudman. We're going to go with Tamworth with a 1-0.
Harry?
Who are Tamworth playing again?
Altrincham.
Altrincham.
I'm going to go Tranmere 2-0.
You mean Tamworth?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
All right, we've had technical issues from the start. Nothing's new on this award-winning, not award-winning podcast. Lee?
No, but we can have a giggle about it. I'm going to go for Tamworth.
Then we've got Boston versus Forest Green, and Forest Green have been flying under Robbie Savage at the minute, so I think Forest Green are going to win 2-0. Haru?
Boston versus the Vegans, Joe. I'm going to go with you there as well, Johnny. I'm going to say the Vegans win 2-0.
Harry?
The Vegans, that's brilliant. I don't know if this is our first draw of the day, but I'm going to go 1-1.
DJ Lee?
Do you know, I was thinking draw myself, but I was thinking 0-0.
Then we have got Brackley versus Wadestone. I think that's going to be a 0-0. Haru?
Yeah, I can agree with you there, 0-0.
Harry?
0-0 from me.
1-0 Brackley for me.
Then we've got Carlisle versus Hartlepool.
Oh, Graham will be happy.
Win. I think Hartlepool are going to, Carlisle are going to win 1-0, and hope Graham is listening. Haru?
Graham, hope you listen to you, mate. Go with a Carlisle 2-0 win.
Harry?
Graham, if you're here, up the Carlisle, I'm going to say 2-0.
DJ Lee?
I'm going to upset him. Hartlepool, of course it's going to be.
Then we've got Rochdale, Halifax Town. I think
that's a tough one.
I think Halifax are going to win that 1-0. Haru?
Rochester versus the Fox. Oh, tough game for both sides it's going to be, but I've got a feeling Halifax will equalise at the last minute, so I'm going to go 1-0 draw.
Harry?
Rochdale versus the banking team. For me, I'm going to go 0-0.
DJ Lee?
I'm going 1-0 Halifax. I'd love to see them get back in league, I would.
And last but not least, we've got York, Scunthorpe, and I know York have been doing well. They smashed, Graham, Carlisle 5-0 the other day. So I think they're going to carry on, and I think they're going to win 4-0.
Oh.
Haru?
York versus Scunthorpe. Scunny. Good old Scunny. Alexander's old team. I really want to go with a Scunny win, but I can agree with you there, Johnny. Obviously, what they did to Carlisle with York, obviously what York did with Carlisle. I'm going to have to say York for about, 5-0 again? Possibly?
Harry?
Okay. Graham again. Sorry for the battering. For me, I'm going to go 3-1. I'm going to go 3-1 to York. 3-1 York.
DJ Lee?
I'm going to say the iron will get melted by the red-hot York City team.
Right, we're going to move on to now.
I think it could well be 3-1 as well. They're flying at York.
Yeah, 100%.
Well, Yorkshire Scunthorpe.
I've got a feeling that York will be promoted to League 2 at the end of the season. I don't know why, but I've got that feeling.
So, Haru,
that's another
do you want to chat about anything?
I don't really think I've got much a shout out of them, but I just want to say thank you to Callie for giving her Rotherham ticket to me because I'm an idiot and I forgot to get mine. So thank you to Callie. So obviously, yeah, with the Lincoln game obviously being postponed, obviously, what I said to you earlier, Johnny, with international call-ups for Lincoln. But I just want to say good luck to them lads that have been called up for their country. Because obviously Bradford and Lincoln will always be intertwined forever and ever. I think that's all I've got to say, to be honest.
Harry?
Well, I think the obvious thing I need to say is thanks for inviting me onto the show. And in terms of football, I'm saying up the greens. Up the greens is all I can say. Might be a tough game this season, but as long as we just give it our best, don't give in, and leave Ashby Hammond on the bench in goal. Just leave him on the bench. But apart from that, up the greens, up the Bantams, bring it on.
DJ Lee?
Yeah, just keep getting behind the lads. It's working. They're giving everything to us. Let's give them a bit extra back when we're backing them, shall we? Keep behind them, keep supporting them, keep singing, and let's cut out the negative. Come on, City.
So then my little vent is obviously what Haru sent me with Lincoln. The game's being postponed for international call-ups on the 11th of October. To be fair, I think that's piss poor. It's what, a week? Oh no, about 2 weeks before the game. Surely they can play a game without these 3 international players. It's piss poor from Lincoln, that I think. Game should be played. Screw internationals. I know Bradford are going to have a blooming day off. I'll probably end up going shopping somewhere with Mrs. It'll probably drive me around the bend, but...
I mean, for me, I'm just surprised that a team like Lincoln have got international call-ups when it's not even an international break.
Haru, you got your hand up?
Basically, I know with the international and stuff like that, it depends on how many players have been called up for the international call-ups, because I'm pretty sure if it's more than 5, the game will have to get called off. Correct me if I'm wrong, please do, but I think that's what it is, because if it were more than 5, they would have to have called it off, because I don't know if they'll have enough of the players to see if they can revamp the whole team for some of the fixtures. But yeah, if it were less than 5, I'm pretty sure the game would still be going ahead. But please do correct me if I'm wrong. But I think that's what it is.
Yeah, it's either three or plus, I think, innit? Is it 3 or plus?
I agree with that, but this rule's been in place for a long, long time, so sometimes it's down to interpretation. If they're their main frontline players, maybe, I don't know.
I think they've bottled it, to be fair. They've bottled it, they're running scared.
I think so. I think
Well, if it's their subs, then if it was their subs, then there'd be not a problem. Game would still go ahead. But if it's their main 11s, yeah.
So
it used to be 5, as I remember it. So I don't
think
know when it got
3 or plus, I think, on that.
Yeah, I think they changed it, didn't they? But I don't know when that was. Because it's never affected Bradford for the last 10 years.
So, Haru, it's that
Johnny.
time. What is on your plate, my friend?
What's going to be on my plate is a 12-inch meat feast pizza with large chips and a bottle of pop.
Harry?
Well, for me, I'm working tonight, and Wednesday night is Mackie's night.
Ooh, what are you getting from Mackie's? Happy meal, sad meal?
Oh, shut up. My usual, mate. Large double quarter pounder meal, side of 9 nuggets, and a Coke.
Nice. I always wind my son up because he always says happy meal. I call it a sad meal, and he always replies, no, it's a happy meal, not sad meal. AJ Lee.
Well, tonight I know what I'm having for a change. I'm having shepherd's pie with cheese on top, some beans, and a bit of nice bread and butter. Beautiful.
Happy days. I've had a bacon butter with brown sauce.
Boring.
Boring. I know. It sounds like...
it depends what it's smoked bacon or what it,
crispy. Bacon crispy with a brown sauce.
Because
you know what? I think
sauce goes on smoked and red sauce goes on smoked. That's how it's...
All I'm going to say on this podcast is always seems like Johnny always has a boring meal on his plate.
No, sometimes has Chinese.
Yeah, sometimes it has really good ones, but majority of the time it's boring, isn't it?
So Mark Shaw has confirmed it's 3 call-ups for game to get called off. And on that note, I want to say thank you for Haru, Harry, sorry. I want to say thanks to Haru, Harry, Lee, and others on social sites, and also Mark there chilling on YouTube. If you do like what you're hearing, please give me some feedback on all podcast services. Just search for Chicken on the Loose podcast and tell me if I've been crap. Tell me if you've enjoyed it. Tell me if we need to improve. Also, we've got a small Facebook page of Up the Chickens on Facebook where we do a golden goal every season. And I think there's a new one out. I don't know when the closing date is for that actually. And then we have got, golden goal is every match day. I keep getting this wrong. Typical. Golden goal is every match day. And then Super 6 is every season. So if you do want to join, feel free to head over to Chickens, Up the Chickens on Facebook. Also, I've got Chickens on the Loose on all social sites, from YouTube to Facebook to TikTok. So give me a follow, if you can, also on YouTube. So thanks again for Haru, Mark, Lee and others. Hope the Bantams do peck Rotherham. Wherever you are in the world, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night. And like always, up the fucking chickens. Good night.
Mark, if we beat you on Thursday, I absolutely love it, in the words of Kevin Keegan.
Allocated. Tommy Lee lifted up towards the edge of the area. Byrne tries to get underneath it. Lashley will hit it. Deflected. It's in! And that's the move! Unbelievable! That's the move! Unbelievable! In the dying seconds, Bradford City have found the goal that sends them automatically into League One.
This podcast is part of the Sports Social Podcast Network.